Let's talk about file types we can generate using our cameras. All our DSLRs or mirrorless cameras are equipped for taking two kinds of images, JPEGs and RAW files. The JPEG files are common to every camera from Nikon, Canon, Sony, Olympus or any other camera brand, and even our mobile phones use .jpg files. But the RAW format is different for almost every company out there. Let's talk about what a RAW file is. When we take a photo from a camera, the image sensor actually records the intensity values of each individual pixel in the frame. This is a lot of information. A RAW file is actually a photo with information of all these pixels stored as it is from the sensor. That's why a RAW file is really big, and for a 16 megapixel sensor, the file could be from 40 to 50 MB also. Every camera brand has their own extension and can be found here on the screen. A RAW file, depending on the format, records up to 16,384 levels of brightness, which means each pixel is illuminated to exactly the amount it was in the original scene. When you edit a RAW file, you are actually giving instructions to the editing tool like Photoshop or Lightroom on how to create the JPEG from it. That's why whatever changes you do to a RAW file are totally reversible and your file always has the original information. Since RAW has so many benefits, during post-processing it is preferred by all professional photographers. As we discussed earlier, a RAW file is really big, and to store them we need large memory cards. To solve this issue, we have JPEGs. These are compressed versions of the same RAW files we talked about earlier. These files are created using advanced algorithms which takes the RAW files and removes all the extra information that the camera thinks might not be needed while viewing photos on a digital screen. This process reduces the file size up to 10 times smaller than a raw image. The thing to remember is that the camera always takes a raw image irrespective of the setting and later converts them into JPEGs if needed. JPEGs only have 256 levels of brightness, which means smaller number of intensity levels for pixels, because of which a lot of pixels have same intensity, which reduces the quality of the image drastically. Since we have less information and reduced quality, the editing process actually damages the quality even more. But post-processing a JPEG file is much faster than a RAW file because of its file size. This format is primarily used by beginners and amateur photographers. We highly recommend you to use JPEG instead of RAW when you are starting your photography journey. Also, if you do not have experience with RAW file processing using Photoshop or Lightroom, there is no point of shooting in RAW format. Now, all cameras come up with three options to choose from JPEGs. These are fine, normal, and basic. Their comparison can be seen in this slide, where the major difference is in compression ratio, which means that a fine JPEG will have much better quality than a basic JPEG. We recommend clicking in JPEG Fine always. So, to summarize the differences between a RAW and a JPEG file, a RAW file is an uncompressed file with all the information recorded by the sensor, and JPEG is the compressed version of the same file. There are different types of RAW files, but all JPEGs are the same. Only difference is in the compression ratio. A RAW file is very large as compared to JPEG, and a RAW file is great for post-processing. If you are familiar with Photoshop or Lightroom, you should be shooting in RAW. Else, JPEGs are great for everyday users, such as for posting on worldphotographersclub.com, Facebook, or Instagram. Now, let's see how to change the file formats in a Nikon and a Canon camera. Here is the Nikon D5100. Go to Menu, to Shooting menu, and then select Image Quality. Here you can see different options to choose from. Again, we highly recommend to use only JPEG Fine mode till the time you learn RAW file processing. Also, in the information menu, you can see the approximate file size for each of these options. Similarly, in a Canon 550D, go to the menu, select quality and select the file type. It will show you the approximate file size as well. The options here are large fine, large normal, medium fine, medium normal, small fine, small normal, raw plus large fine and just raw. As always, for any questions on this, please use the Ask a Question button to send your query. Now, let's move on to the next section and talk about pixels.